Welcome to Had6 channel. In this video, we will look into humdrum. 17 adjectives with similar meanings will be reviewed in example sentences. Let's get started. Number 1. Wearisome, which means causing one to feel tired or bored. Wearisome. For example, they have schedules and inventories that tell them in wearisome detail what they should look for. Number 2. Ordinary, which means commonplace. Ordinary. For example, he's just an ordinary middle-aged man. Number 3. Tedious, which means too long, slow, or dull. Tedious. For example, the work was tedious and physically demanding. Number 4. Quotidian, which means ordinary or everyday. Quotidian. For example, the car sped off through the quotidian traffic. Number 5. Pedestrian, which means dull. Pedestrian. For example, disenchantment with their pedestrian lives. Number 6. Mundane, which means dull. Mundane. For example, the mundane aspects of daily life. Number 7. Repetitious, which means another term for repetitive. Repetitious. For example, boring, repetitious work. Number 8. Dreary, which means depressingly dull and bleak or repetitive. Dreary. For example, she shouldn't be thinking of dreary things like funerals. Number 9. Repetitive, which means containing or characterized by repetition, especially when unnecessary or tiresome. Repetitive. For example, he spent day after day doing the same repetitive tasks. Number 10. Tiresome, which means causing one to feel bored or annoyed. Tiresome. For example, an exceedingly tiresome man to deal with. Number 11. Boring, which means not interesting. Boring. For example, his letters are really rather boring. Number 12. Workaday, which means ordinary. Workaday. For example, Workaday prose. Number 13. Banal, which means so lacking in originality as to be obvious and boring. Banal. For example, songs with banal, repeated words. Number 14. Commonplace, which means ordinary. Commonplace. For example, business trips abroad are now commonplace occurrences. Number 15. Monotonous, which means dull, tedious, and repetitious. Monotonous. For example, the statistics that he quotes with monotonous regularity. If you have better examples in mind, please share them in the comment section below. Also, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.